All right, you're on.
What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Champs and Shade Podcast. My name is Amy, and this is my bestie Angie.
What up, guys? I hope you all have had a good couple of past weeks.
Yeah, so Avi, we were absent last week. We apologize for anybody that was looking for the show. We just took a little vacay. We had some things pop up and some beautiful weather, and we took advantage of it. So,
what did you take advantage of with this weather?
I took advantage of New York City in like February when it would normally be cold as balls and wet and nasty. We had 50 to 60 degree weather.
That's like when we went April last year. And
God, it was so good. Yeah.
Some points weather. I was still cold, but you were able to walk around without
right. You weren't dying.
Freezing. Yeah.
Freezing. I didn't have to wear like thermals under my clothes.
Did you get to go out at night?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we had to lie to my mom and dad, Avi, but yeah, we went out at night.
Oh, sorry, Bonnie.
Whoopsies. I love you, Mom. No, so it went really good.
Shout out happy birthday to Wilkie.
Yeah, happy 15th.
This was her 15th birthday trip.
It sure was. Yep, on the 7th. So we get into the city, and I thought, yeah, it's going to be a great trip. Everything's going to be real good, and getting a brand new cab. This 19-year-old Indian gentleman, little boy, his dad just bought the cab. This was his third day driving.
Okay.
His name was Ryan. Shout out Ryan, the taxi driver from Queens.
See, this is when you need our cards to hand out to people.
Right. Well,
no.
So 81 minutes later.
From the airport?
Uh-huh. He said, this is what he said. Oh, you know what I did? You're on East and I put in West. And I was like, no, Ryan, we're in New Jersey. And he's like, yeah.
So where'd you fly into?
We flew into JFK outside of Queens, which is where he was from. And whatever address he put in took us to somebody's house in
Jersey.
It's the name of the town. I wanted to remember it so bad. And of course I cannot, and I didn't take a damn single picture with it. I think it was called Weehawken, New Jersey.
It's not Hoboken, right?
It's not Hoboken. Okay. No, definitely not. It's Weehawken because Ryan had also never been there and also didn't realize how beautiful it was and offered to let us stop and take photographs of the skyline because we had been in the car so damn long. No. At this point in time, it's starting to get dark and we've traveled all day long and, I'm real good. Ryan's trying to tell me about his goals and his dreams and his plans. And at some point in time, I had to ask Ryan, is the meter still going? Because
this is not your fault, right? So you should not be paying extra to go to Jersey.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not gonna. And he was like, oh, no. I didn't cut it on because it's a flat rate from the airport to the hotel.
Gotcha.
Okay. Thank God. Boy, your dad's going to be real mad at you, but you learned a valuable lesson on your third day. So listen, I asked him how many times a year he normally goes into the city. I was like, just you and your friends and stuff from Queens. He said, maybe 5 times. I said, and you're driving I said, now you're driving a cab?
No.
In New York City? And he's like, no, I just stay around Queens. I was like, that's probably best. Maybe don't pick up from the airport anymore.
And how is Wilkie feeling about this as you're talking back to him?
Over it. Bitch is over it.
I bet she is.
At one point in time, she fell asleep. She's hungry, just can't do it. So,
look, when the Hughes get hungry, they're mad.
We're angry. Hangry is a real life thing with us.
Yeah, it is.
Don't fuck around and find out about food.
I witnessed that in St. Lucia with you and Bobby. So I can only imagine how you and Wilkie were right then.
but we don't miss no meals. You know what I'm saying? And this is New York City to eat.
You want to try everything, yeah.
Our sole purpose was to shop and to eat. That was it. So it's like, get us there. Well, again, we stayed at Empire Hotels.
We did,
it was beautiful. So that was exciting when we got there. That eased her in a little bit. And instantly I knew we were home when the doorman he was just everything I wanted and more. Like, he was so friendly and nice. And he like cut up with us in the morning and stuff. And he understood our vibe. Like, every day would be down there every day. And he'd be like, where's she taking you today? And he would ask Wilkie, and Wilkie would tell the one spot I wanted to go. And he would like roll his eyes, and I would be like, stop. And he's like,
do not encourage her to.
He's like, don't nobody want to go to the damn library when they're here. But he would tell us things, but then he would give us like little things. Did you end up
going? Because that was your thing. Did you end up going?
Oh, no, I didn't. I got into other things, and I didn't do the library. I decided we'd do it another time. One of the tours I wanted to do was full, but so there was a restaurant right beside us called PJ Clark's, and it's so good. They have good food, but I saw a celebrity there. I saw Isaac Mizrahi, the designer, and he's also on Project Runway. And what I didn't know was he was also on Watch What Happens Live with Andy that exact same night. Yes, he was.
Dang.
I was like, what the hell?
So was he like pre-partying before he went up there?
I think he was, but
and you couldn't do watch What Happens Live anyway, because you have 21 to do that? I don't know.
Well, I think it's so small too. The only way you can get those seats is like through a charity or an auction or winning them.
We tried to sign, but I could not sign up when we went last year because Wilkie was not 18 or 20, whatever age it was.
She might have been what was holding me back. But yeah, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, Isaac, first of all, he looks younger in person than he does on TV on Project Runway. And second of all, that motherfucker just drips class. Like, really? He just dripped it. His diamond was bigger than mine.
Well, because
and I was like,
he's getting ready to go on Watch What Happens Live. Like, we need to be how can we apply to be like the drink makers? You know, the ones
I don't know. Yeah, bartenders, right?
Yeah, drink makers.
The fuck is coming? All of a sudden, you don't know the word bartender? Really?
No, I don't. As I drink a drink. No,
absolutely not. No, you do not.
That's my day. So okay,
right.
Continue.
So he wasn't the only celebrity we saw. She saw Bradley Cooper, but Bradley was looking rough. Yes, she did. She said he looked rough.
I wonder if he's preparing for a movie.
I don't know, but she said he looked old. And then we also saw Blake from Bling Empire, New York. So awesome. We saw Blake, and then we saw a billboard of Blake, which was really
I saw that
cool.
On your Instagram. Yeah, that
was in Chinatown. Cool. Yeah,
y'all went down to Chinatown. Oh,
it is
really
like it used to
when
be.
We went,
Angie.
Really.
Nothing like it used to be.
So
there are nothing set up outside. There are no vendor.
So
nothing.
I wonder if COVID took a hit.
It had to. No hidden back rooms. None of that bullshit.
No squares. No stairs that you couldn't barely fit up.
You know what they do? They stand there and they have a flyer that they hold out that's laminated, and they say purse, glasses, wallet, and they have the purses draped around them. They sell them right on the sidewalk. Like, you just be like, they'll say like $50. You're like, yeah. Like, it is nothing like it used to be. It's the weirdest thing.
Can you still bargain? Did y'all get anything from Chinatown?
No, we didn't. Cause I mean, I was about to get two of everything.
Yeah. Right. I know.
Like, I was going to get two of everything. And then I swear to you, right before we get out of the car and I was like, I said, I'm on a mission. There's one thing I'm looking for. I want the happy cat, the lucky cat that waves his arm. I was like, I need the cat for the house. And she's like, okay. And I said, and maybe if I happen to find, a purse or two. And she said, absolutely not. We're not funding terrorism. What the fuck you say to that? What do you say to that?
Terrorism. Like,
she said apparently all the articles are when you buy knockoff designer stuff, you're funding some type of terrorism. And
you said when you say terrorism, I thought you were like terrorism, like
no,
creating a monster.
No, like
straight up. She been talking to Quest.
You know,
she been talking to Quest,
clearly. There's no other reason I couldn't have gone through there and realistically gotten a Chanel little chain wrap around, a damn Gucci something.
Nothing.
I need a Gucci something. Nothing. I couldn't get nothing. The
That's
watchful eyes. But she had no problem. Damn, you know what I got? Judged. That's what I got.
I see. By your daughter.
That's what I picked up in Chinatown. Right. I got judged.
You got judgy Wilkie.
Until we went into a retail store, a Japanese retail store in Chinatown where she proceeded to buy $400 worth of snacks. None of them, we knew exactly what they were unless it had the picture on the front of it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. She tore that place up.
$400?
No, it wasn't really $400. No, we spent like $70, which was absurd because she got like 30 items.
Oh,
we got bad. So much shit. I kept snapping pictures to the boys and they're like, holy snacks, Batman. I'm like, we don't even know what this shit is. And she's putting it in there.
It's just want to try. It's fine.
Just the guy's so nice. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I bet he is. We're probably the only people been in here today buying this shit. Weirdo snacks. But we did eat. We did eat authentic and we got dim sum and then at one of the oldest wonton houses there and it was legit.
I feel like was that in Chinatown?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was because there's a couple, it's either been that you eat like $10 or less or it's been on Guy, what's that show? Not Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives. But there's one that like does. I've seen it in Chinatown and they were like, this is the best that they could get for the amount that they paid. But I don't know how much you paid. So it may not have been the same.
I don't know. What's the Chinese currency? That's what we paid with because that's how authentic it was. So I don't know what that translates to American dollars, but you know.
So how many Chinese dollars was it?
Yeah, I don't know, but we crushed it. Wilkie looked at me.
Good?
Wilkie looked at me when she was done. She's like, well, I said, well, she's like, that ruined China, King. I was like, say it ain't so.
Uh-oh.
Because listen, this chick gets the orange chicken from the China King at least once a week now and gets the orange chicken from the Costco and makes it. She's like, I can never eat orange chicken again. Except for here.
It was that good.
It was that damn good.
Damn. I do love some orange chicken too.
Dude, my dumplings were like.
I want to do that too. Oh, I bet. Was it pork?
God, I did all of it. I did everything.
You did the different ones?
Mm-hmm. I did every one. I did it all.
All right. So you went to Chinatown. Did you go anywhere high end or, No,
we made our own perfume.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yes.
It's like Olef Factory or something.
Do you have a bottle? Did you get a bottle? Or
I did. And you got to name your scent and you got to mix it together.
What'd you name it? That's everything.
I named mine February because that's my daughter's birthday and my mother's birthday and my niece's birthday. So I named it February.
I love that. What did Wilkie name hers?
Yeah. She named hers Fresh-ish.
Fresh-ish.
Fresh. I don't know.
Fresh-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 3 girls helped us. Oh my God. 2 of them were from Virginia. One's from Norfolk, father's Navy.
Oh, okay.
And I've already told Quest and I told her, so they will get married. It's just, she's not leaving New York and Quest is not going to New York. So
yeah. They got to meet in the middle.
I'm working on that. I don't know how to make it happen, but
like maybe Long Island, maybe like Hoboken,
Weehawken.
or wherever the Jersey.
Weehawken,
I'm talking about Hoboken, like from the the Manzos.
Yeah,
like I think Quest could get down
Frank
with that.
Sinatra. I don't know, maybe, but I don't know.
It's smaller, it's easier, but yes, still a lot of buildings.
We need them closer to us because I feel like we're gonna have babies immediately. She's getting her master's right now, so we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it pretty quick.
Okay, all right.
But that was a lot of fun. I have not worn my scent other than while we were there because I get made fun of every time I wear it.
Why? What is it? You can describe what it smells like, but I want to smell it. I can't wait to smell both of yours.
Okay. I can perfectly describe what it smells like.
Okay.
Did your grandpa ever wear Old Spice?
Yes.
Have you ever smelled the old men's cologne?
Oh, so you made a cologne rather than a perfume?
I'm not finished. Have you ever smelled the men's cologne Old English?
Yes. Oh, so we got Old Spice, Old English. Okay.
So it's like an Old Spice, Old English. And then for like shits and giggles, just a dollop of patchouli. It's
what?
I think it smells so good, but apparently I wasn't when I was in said mixology class. I must have been fantasizing about something else or having some kind of daddy issues because I straight up made a fucking old man's aftershave. Wilkie's like, you have to wash that shit off. I was like, what are you talking about?
So how does hers smell?
Hers smells like a soap you would buy at a high-end French boutique. Okay. It smells wonderful, but it's very light and like a waft of fresh air of soap. Right. Mine is like a cigar put out on your forehead. Aggressive. You hear me? It's aggressive.
Oh my God. that is amazing in itself.
So here's the thing. And they
just where you're at in your life.
They knew what they were doing too. So they gave me too many choices, which I tried to tell the girl.
Oh yeah. Limit your choices.
The first one I saved, and the second one I saved. She's like, you have to save them all. You just pick your favorites. I
say, give me A or B and keep going.
And I was like, well, these are my favorites. Well, next thing I knew, everyone is my favorite. And then I was trying to like smell and take out. She gave me like 15 options. Then you had to give it down to 4. Okay. This is what she did. Now you tell me how this would work for y'all. All right. She took the back of each hand and the inside of each wrist and put a scent each place. Okay.
A scent of each, like different, right?
Did all 4 different places.
But like, okay.
She said, walk outside and pick which one you like best.
So walk out, like refresh.
So you walk outside. Me and Wilkie walk outside. Of course, Wilkie's like smelling hers and she's like, smell mine. And I'm like, I like that, trying to help her. Mine's settling in a little bit, I guess. And
what'd she say?
Well, so I start I'm like, I can't really even smell anything there. And then I'm like, that's a little bit better. And then I'm like, I don't know. So I think I blew my nose out smelling hers and then I couldn't really tell on mine. So then I'm like, you pick. So she says she told me something different than I said, but I swear she said I had this wrist and this back of the hand. These are my 2 options. And I swear she said, go with the back of the wrist. I know she did. And that's the one I picked. But now I got made fun of.
Like your wrist and then like, that's what did you say?
It was on the opposite. So she said the 2 she liked, one was on the
wrist,
on the left wrist, and the other was on the back of the right hand.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, got you. All right.
Well, I got confused when I got in there. Then I don't know what.
Just picked them all.
I think I just said add them together and add a man to it and see what happens. It was. Listen. No,
do you have a mannequin? I'm sorry, excuse me. Can you bring out a mannequin?
Yeah. She's out there spraying people that walk by.
It's fine.
It's fine. Listen, so I said, got back in there, doubled down. The girl's like, 2 perfumes. I'm like, well, that's not enough, that we can't stop this. So Wilkie got her a shower gel, and I was like,
In her smell?
Yeah, in her smell. I was like, oh, well, I don't want to let mine go to waste. Let me get lotion because that stays on longer.
I cannot. Okay, in full disclosure to everybody who listens to us, Amy and I do talk a lot, but we try not to talk about this. I have not heard so at all. Like, this is straight fresh for me.
Listen, it's so rough and so bad. Like, when I got home, the dogs I thought would be like really excited that they could not get past that smell in my bag. That was the only thing that tore them up. That was just like, it was.
So would Bobby wear it?
Well, no, he said no. He no. Even he doesn't like it as a man's, is what he said. So it's fun. That's fun. I'm gonna rock it because I enjoyed it.
As a man, you just gonna rock a man smell? It's
Listen,
fun.
People layer scents all the time. I may find a scent I can put on top of it that'll smell good. Like, I don't know. I blame them because they gave me too many choices.
That's like, so if we had gone there, Wilkie won't speak up, but I would have been like, no. AB. She goes down. If you have,
Wilkie was doing great with hers.
I know, but I'm saying for you, I'm saying I would go in and be like, A or B, and let her go down the list. A or B, A or B, A or B.
It was rough, but I knew everything about that girl.
I cannot wait to smell it, and I cannot wait to hook you and this girl up.
I know. He did. I told him all about her, and he's like, "Did you get her social?" And I was like, "I'm not going to ask the girl for her social security number." And he was like, "Media."
What the fuck?
I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that's what get her social means now.
Oh, my God. What?
So fucking old. Also, we had Biggie as a cab driver.
Oh, okay.
Straight up had Biggie as a cab driver.
You did cab this time over Uber?
Well, he was an Uber driver.
Okay.
I did learn something very valuable this trip, though.
Wow. I don't know. Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
I am going to ask, what day is this for you? Like, is this your third day? And do you ever drive in the city? Because if it is your third day and no, you don't, get the fuck, go on. So my doorman told me, stop ordering Ubers. And I said, why? He's like, because they charge you way more. And he was right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he was like,
Yeah, but when we went, we had so many, but with you and Wilkie, it's easier to do cabs.
It's so easy to do cabs.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, good. Yeah. Well, anyway, so now we use cabs, but yet Biggie he took us, and let me tell you what he did. He made sure we couldn't hear his radio. Okay.
Oh,
he had it in his ear. Now I could see the music, and I would have appreciated the music.
What was it?
I mean, it was like old school R&B.
Oh, okay. So you would have rocked out in the cab. Wilkie would not have been happy.
He also had a jawbreaker in his mouth.
Oh, not good for you.
That he rolled and cracked the entire time. And also he was heavy like Biggie. So he had labored breathing.
So it kind of gargled.
So he's got the gargle on top of the mouth noise, the rolling back and forth. Mm-hmm. And he can't hear how loud it is because he's got his music going. That was a cab ride from fucking hell.
Oh, so okay. That's how that went.
Where
were we all headed with this cab driver?
Chinatown.
Oh.
Yep. So just ready. Just get the fuck out of the car. I finally told Biggie, when I even saw the edge of Canal Street, I'm like, we'll just from here.
We'll walk. Yeah, we got
it's a wrap for us. Like, I don't care. Let us out. Yeah. We're not doing this anymore. Yeah.
So I gotta have. So you stayed at the Empire, which we talked about last time, which is Gossip Girl. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So on the inside of the bar, we know that Chuck Bass lived there. So is that the actual bar? Like, does it all look the same, like as on the show, or was that all staged?
No, it is upstairs. There is a bar upstairs, and it is the bar that they were
Where they
in.
filmed. Oh, that's
Yep.
awesome. That's
It's
so
very
cool.
cool. And they have a drink called the Chuck Bass. Yeah.
Oh, did you try it?
I didn't because see, I had what had happened is we had fell into some rosé at the PJ Clark's.
No. You fell into it because Wilkie's 15.
Nope. Everybody in New York City offered her a damn drink. Every time I ordered a sangria, and the lady looked at us both and she said, 2. And I said, no. And Wilkie just smiled. This place, thank God, PJ Clark's, the first lady.
21.
The first lady, thank God, looked at her twice and she's like, oh, no, you're not old enough. And I was like, thank God for looking a little deeper there, lady.
Praise. I mean, geez almighty.
Damn.
I mean,
so yeah, that's why I fell into
Wilkie, Wilkie, this is not okay. Yeah, I would have. Okay. It was. Yeah, I would have gone with you. I'd have been like, you can bring the sangria you were offering to her to me.
Right.
Just double me up.
If you want to bring me too.
Right, it's fine.
Yeah, but not this way. Yeah, man, it was so damn good. I had one of the top 5 meals of my entire life at a place called The Smith, and it was ricotta gnocchi.
Oh, you know I love some gnocchi.
And it had a cream sauce.
Gnocchi, how do you say it?
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Like the little potato, like those.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what it is. And it was like in a cream sauce.
Ooh.
And oh my God, it was the best thing I've ever had. It was so delicious.
I hope you took pictures of all of this, because
I did.
You only sent me a couple, because I sent you that one of that bruschetta I'm gonna make. I'm definitely making that bruschetta for brunch one day.
Listen, motherfuckers on the gram are sick. They are thankful I'm home because I posted every fucking step we took. I was like,
well, I saw those, but I didn't see food pictures.
Well, so I tried not to, I want to be in the moment, and I want to be. I know
you can still take them and post them later.
Well, that's what I do. So that's why it looks like I kind of bombard everything because I don't want to be like in there doing it. So I wait until she's like in the shower or she's on her phone or something, and then I'll try to do it. So, I mean, it came like rapid fire and she was like, damn, Mom. I'm like, what? She's like, you're aggressive on the, well, she didn't say damn, but she
gets notifications.
Yeah. She's like, you're aggressive on the post. I was like, well, I'm enjoying the moment.
Oh, okay.
Cause listen, Mama got hit on one time at a park by one or two little sugar babies, 2 little guys. One said, "Hey, Mama." I said, "What's up?" Kind of like looked around. Wilkie said, "No."
She ain't no fun, man. What's up with our kids?
No fun.
World? What the world?
So we're walking through through one of the parks, and they, weed's legal there. They had a table set up, and you could buy there if you had the card. Whatever. And I'm like, I just casually and like, I said, I'm just gonna see what they had, and she's like, no. God. I'm like, I'm just kidding. Oh my God, listen, though, she does not. She don't handle this shit real well. I told her, it's like, listen, anytime in life, you're going to encounter somebody standing on the street begging, somebody being an aggressive beggar or something like that. You don't have to give them your time or your space, right?
Yeah.
Just whatever. You just keep moving. And I promise you, if you don't acknowledge them, they will leave you alone. Homeboy came up off the curb straight to me and said, you got $1? Look, he turned into like self-defense, like turned around. No.
Nuh-uh. She said it to him?
Dude, she like aggressively said no in his face. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. When we started walking.
I guess you're not getting $1, homie. So no.
Yeah. The fucking people in front of us got scared that were just on the crosswalk. No, so we get across the street and we're like locked arm in arm.
She got some tea in her all of a sudden.
I said, Dub, babe, you don't yell at him like that. You just ignore him. She's like, you coward. I said, I didn't cower. I just ignored them. And she's like, no, you're supposed to look them in the face and tell them no. Listen to me.
So she researched this before she went?
No. Listen very closely to what I'm about to say here. Okay?
Okay.
I said, no, you don't. She said, yes, you do. Don't you remember what Rachel, the tour guide, told us?
Oh, she brought up your nemesis.
I said, how dare you mention my arch nemesis
in her city
on a trip to New York City
for your birthday. For God's
sake. Your fucking birthday. And you want to throw that bitch in my face? No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I said, no, you didn't just quote Rachel to me. No, you didn't. And she just started laughing. And I was like,
that is good.
That's one of the main damn things you could ever do to me.
So good, though. So good. Yeah.
So we made it home. So good. I was so excited when we got there. I forgot to take a picture of where we parked.
So you had to search for your car.
So about 30 minutes into searching for the car, Bobby called. Don't laugh. I'm not finished. We were out there over an hour. About 30 minutes into it, Bobby calls and I answered the phone and I said, it's not a good time, Bobby. And he said, okay, well, that answers my question. I said,
yeah. So
I just hung up the phone, right?
He knew that you didn't know where you parked, basically.
Okay. I just hung up the phone. Well, he then apparently calls
Wilkie.
Our daughter, who is mad as hell at the elevators. That's a different story because how dare I lose the car? And just wait. Oh, he said how he knew was our ways. He said, I just kept going in circles.
For Life 360.
Yes. Life 360. Yeah. Because I guess I would go down a floor and walk.
Go up. Yeah.
All right. So look, it took us about an hour and 10 minutes to find a car. And I will 100% admit right now, my daughter told me where the car was. I didn't listen.
From the get-go and you didn't listen? You're like, there's no way?
Okay. Not from the get-go. Not from the get-go.
Okay.
She said, I remember G. And she was right. There was a G. And I said, we're on a high floor. We're on a high floor. And she wanted to argue the fact we were on a high floor. And I also said we were on the left, but we were really on the right.
Ooh. So, and already, I mean, we're not the biggest airport, but parking can be a little tricky. So,
she said, my dad called about 45 minutes in. Want to know why we hadn't called that we had gotten left yet.
But you landed.
I said, now it's not a good time, Dad.
Again,
we've lost the car. And he said, I know. I just wanted to see if you wanted me to come up there and ride around and find it for you.
Oh my God, your dad is precious. Is that
and
right?
I said, get off my fucking nerves, man. I did not. I said, Dad, oh my God, no, I just want to pout.
Did you start crying? Because I would have. Daddy, no, please.
Because I knew I couldn't. Because I was trying to hold it together for
Wilkie
over there telling me where the car was the entire time.
Right.
I cannot.
Right.
Being so right, she wouldn't just go over there and see. But
so good.
But I'll just leave that up. Anyway, we made it home. Good. So good. And we have had a great week. We only have like 2 days left. And then we had a glorious weekend. So.
When you got home, I was happy, but then you had to go back to work Thursday, which is not bad. Friday.
It was good.
Yeah.
Then Monday, I didn't have a
shitload on you because you got into the week and got to finish it out. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's really good. So I got to go tell my boss that, I started a new job that I think we've talked about this. Yeah. And I had to go talk to my boss this week, and this is why we have not been on, because I had to leave to go to Charlottesville for my grandmother who is in hospice.
Yeah.
She has not yet passed, so I do pray every day that it happens. But I mean, when we got there and she got to hospice, they said 2 hours to 2 days that she had left. Like, so at this point, that's Wednesday. I'm thinking, okay, Saturday will be the latest.
Right. And her blood pressure was like 45
Oh my God.
over 28.
Yeah, it was so low.
I don't understand at all. Like, strongest woman ever.
Oh yeah. I've said this before on this podcast that she has 9 lives. I think she broke that 9. Now she got 10.
She's rolling on. She just keeps going.
But that's why we were not actually on last week, is because I had to rush up to Virginia and kind of be with her. I didn't know. We all thought she was going to pass, but she is not. So anyways, we all went to Virginia, but we had already planned to go to Virginia for the Virginia Duke game.
Yeah.
So, we went to the Carolina Duke game the weekend before.
Back-to-back Duke games.
We did back-to-back. So big
games. The big one was, the biggest one was the bucket list Cameron Indoor Stadium.
But for their record, it's not Virginia. We needed to beat Virginia.
Right. Yes, so for those of y'all that do not remember, Angie and Jeff got tickets to the Duke Carolina game.
Jeff got them. I was his person. He picked.
Okay. But the question was, are you getting to? Then yes, buy them. So I think everybody remembers that being said.
It's fine.
Anyway,
it's fine.
That was the bucket list game at Cameron Indoor.
It was, yes.
And Duke won, right?
Duke, yes. We will get into that.
Okay.
Yes, they did win. So Quest got these tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So the night before, he's supposed to get them on Friday, and the game's at 6:30 on Saturday, and it's college game day. It's a big ordeal out there. So, Quest does not have the tickets. It's like 3:00. I get home at like 4:30, and I'm like, okay,
shitting rocks.
We need to call Step Up. Well, I think I text during the day, and Jeff and him got on the phone with Step Up. So that's call number 1.
Okay.
So in between that, Quest gets supposedly got an email for an offer to give him seats in the section 15, which is dead center court, great seats, but not in the section he had promised, which would have been the student section.
Right. So, and those tickets are astronomically priced. So there had to be a difference in price, right?
You have to camp out for these tickets.